Slow down. JMW has got a player to his right and a player to his left. As soon as he shoots here, he's going to give away his position. Instead, he's just going to dive on. Maybe the race player is unaware and the shredding comes through. And now it's a 2 versus 1.
A massive play coming in from JMW on the Pathfinder.
Both Gambit and Kangada, I feel, are quite stubborn with their composition pick. We knew that Kangada weren't going to change. Our interview with Graceful yesterday, he said, we're sticking with these legends. We know there's better legends for certain maps, but we don't want to change. And it seems like Gambit have a very similar idea. Letting the ring dictate the pace of how fast we're going to be playing. And Uber hitting some shots with the Mozambique. It's 50 tag, has to turn to the right. Artico's taking damage. Gambit very much on the back foot, and Graceful gets the first knock.
Graceful versus Hardeki. Graceful comes out on top. JMW only got a shield cell to work with. Got the Mozambique though. He can't get the knock, and now Graceful has to come in and try and capitalize on the damage alongside his teammate. They will do it. Kangada, from what was a slow burner of a round, managed to get that first one on the board.
A very different game of Arenas than what we've seen previously today. Lack of aggression at the start of rounds. A gentleman's agreement that it's just going to kind of be a poke off. Taking a lot of damage, so Kangada can push up here.
Well, there's an opportunity there from ADLOL to hit some big damage with the player not looking at him, but just couldn't land those wingman shots. Speaking of landing shots, here's JMW. He will be doing exactly that. Gets that first knock onto Hardeki. Graceful will get the second, and all of a sudden you can click your fingers because it's going to be over. JMW doesn't manage to get the knock, doesn't manage to get the finish, but you would imagine his two teammates won't let this one finish, although Bailey's really struggling in this round to hit some wingman shots.
Gotta make sure you push as a 2 here. Get the job done. Kangada, match point, series point as well. It all comes down to this.
Sort of damage down at the same time. It's almost going to be an insta-knock for them, so don't be surprised to see Gambit actually kind of huddle up here and try and play around that alternator to see if they can get a pick. Artico now going to slide out towards his teammate. There's going to be the drill coming in from the alternator again, but Arco just being focused here so well by Kangada.
Kangada have the map advantage at the moment. They've forced Gambit into a really tough position, but Gambit are doing well to fight back to try and regain some positioning. Arco getting low, alternator in hand, and now he can go for the surprise. First knock though goes in favour of Graceful. You've got to get responsive if you're Artico, but he's not able to just yet. Looks like he's probably going to fall, which he will. Graceful gets the second. Gambit are going to go down. Kangada should take this round as long as they can close out the final kill. It should be simple, but I have seen a 1v3 already in this tournament. Not going to happen now, though. 3-3 going all the way.
The two players were on the staircase trying to isolate him. Decided to drop down low. Hardeki's going to look to make a play as well, and it's going to be JMW with that longbow who makes the difference here for Kangada. Graceful now, trying to isolate this player who's in all sorts of trouble. Can he hit the shots to get the knock, though? Somehow the Pathfinder stays alive.
Just about stays alive, should be able to reset. The grenade comes in as well just to keep Kangada at bay for now, but they do have the 3 versus 2 advantage, and they know where the final 2 players are. It should surely be a matter of time. And actually Graceful says, you know what, it's time to go. Dives down onto the Octane, doesn't quite get the knock, but the teammates are there to ensure that the knock comes through. Both knocks do. The round goes in favour of Kangada. They put themselves onto match point again.
Oh well.
Can't change, no.
I'm joking. Here comes the push though. Graceful. Oh, he's going to run into a player. It's a close range battle that Artico is going to win. I'm pretty sure there's a turbocharger on that Havoc. JMW will answer back though. 2v2 on the map.
Slow down. JMW has got a player to his right and a player to his left. As soon as he shoots here, he's going to give away his position. Instead, he's just going to dive on. Maybe the race player is unaware and the shredding comes through. And now it's a 2 versus 1.
A massive play coming in from JMW on the Pathfinder. Grappling away, knowing he could get damage done and probably being able to escape by isolating that player before he got taken down. And that play from JMW secures the round, secures the series, and will secure Kangada into the next round.
Changing things up, a few players backing down here or there, but for the most part, there's some very familiar faces on the scene. Kangada will get to the loot hill first, though, as we kick things off here in Overflow.
Oh, it feels like forever since these two teams have played, but we're here, and it's 1-0 to VSA in the series. We'll get that updated on the scoreboard as soon as we can. We're into round 1 here. Slayer's going to be trying to make a move, and what a move it is. Kangada trying to get aggressive. One player staying alive momentarily. Graceful taken down, though, by the P2020. And even though I said aggression might be the name of the game for Kangada to get back into this, Looks like VSA is saying, be as aggressive as you want. We'll match it. We'll maybe do even better.
Rez, listen for where the footsteps are. You find the Octane, and now you swarm. You just win this as a 2 in VSA. In a quick and emphatic fashion, we'll take a 1-0 lead here on Overflow. Actually, there's going to be a push from Kangada. They're going to dive to one side of the map, but have they isolated themselves here? They've done a lot of damage to Atrocity. Atrocity manages to get the bat off, but VJ will not survive. JMW does a lot. There's the trade, and now it's 2 versus 2.
Player weak, however, Slayers goes down now, and Atrocity's going to be the last player alive. Mady and JMW do have some HP to work with, but it's not a huge amount. However, it doesn't matter because they get the job done. Kangada will answer back after a little bit of a disappointing first round to just regain mentally a little bit in that second round. Tied up at 1-1.
The ambush play that we saw earlier on phase run, that was quite funny, where all 3 of them were just crouching, and that was complete silence. It confused NCD a little bit, but it didn't pay off. But VJ has just been slapped by Medilor elsewhere, and now it's going to be a 2 versus 3. Bubble will go down from Slayers, and they need to work together in a 2 versus 3. Very difficult to do so. Need to be watching all these angles. You've got to hit your shots in this scenario as well. Any misses, and it invites Kangada for a very easy push indeed.
So difficult to play as well because you've got to kind of play together, because if you get singled out, then it's going to be game over. 60 damage onto the flesh. Graceful's going to try and move in. Even though the kill was traded, still a 2v1 situation here. JMW is going to have a lot of time here to pop the Phoenix kit. Mady's going to be holding for him as well. The Pathfinder is going to swing in, but unfortunately it looks like he might actually just swing into the respawn screen. There it is. He'll go down. Kangada on 2-1. Going to get aggressive as well. You can see they're trying to push up a little bit here. Graceful is really aggressive as well, and the way that VSA are playing this, they look like they're a little bit worried of the series, or should I say this map, sliding out of their hands. Good shots from the flatline. Bubble goes down. That might be the signal now for Kangada to try and push. JMW will get the first knock as well. Absolutely massive. He'll get 2, and the final player, he's now scarfing for his life. JMW, can you get the ace? Can you find all 3? At the moment, he's on the hunt for it. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's get the final shot. No, he doesn't. No. But it's good enough for Kangada. They will tie up the series now at 1-1. Just to get away for now. Grenade at his feet, though. He's going to have to use that grapple to get closer to his teammates. So NCD, you can see, already struggling a little bit here, but they have held on for now. Put the pressure onto their opponents. JMW is going to hit some shots. He's going to get the shield crack. That's an opportunity maybe to move forward and get that first knock they're looking for. It's all flesh damage here. Kangada starting to swarm, starting to strangle, and starting to just choke the life out of their opponents here. That is going to be a clean sweep across the board. Kangada just looking dominant here, Dan.
Careful that he doesn't get singled out. It also could cause a big nuisance and could be a thorn in the side to Kangada.
However, he's got a Pathfinder flying at him. Can he get the knock? He's missing a few shots here, and Graceful's going to make him pay. Not for the first time, we've seen Dolphin with an opportunity, but just not being able to take it. JMW showing absolutely no respect to his opponent, though, just grappling straight at him and hitting some big shots.
I could actually bait the res here if they wanted to, but it is just bait. They force the rest of NCD to try and go for the push, hiding behind the knockdown shield. It's a 1 versus 2 now. Medilor takes down Nags, and Unlucky has to try and come up clutch.
Poke damage. Unlucky in the 1v1. Or the 2v1, I should say. It's going to have to be a big play. Unfortunately, just losing the wingman battle on the map at the moment. Medilor and Graceful both going to move in. However, Unlucky destroys 1. And can he destroy 2? No, he can't. It's going to be finally Kangada clutching up here. They'll be up by 2. And now they find themselves once again on map point and almost 2-0 up in the series.
And they'll look to re-engage, I'm sure. And if they do find 1 player on their own, you know, this could be the zip of dreams again. JMW, you can see, was considering it. The reticule was hovering over the area where you might just queue, but he saw that Graceful took a considerable amount of damage, so let's just play it a bit more patient.
Graceful jumping into the void. Also going to have the portal going down, and we'll be able to get into the dome building. Unfortunately, JMW is going to be caught out. And that will be the opening here for NCD. They needed something, some sort of lifeline to try and get back into this game. Medilor's doing a huge amount of damage and somehow will also get a knock. So it's a 2v2 for now. Even with JMW going down, and now Graceful, he's managed to take down Dolphin. Mady. That big play from him has left Nags in a position now where it's a 1v2, and this is a round that NCD probably should have won, you would be saying. Unless Nags can pull off some magic.
Yeah, has to go huge here. Very difficult 1v2. Graceful's got his angle. There's also grenades that he's got to try and avoid here. Now here comes the push. He does shred, but it's not going to be enough. Kangada take map number 2, 3-0. It's 6 rounds in a row, and they find themselves 2-0 up in this grand final. They have got resources there if they want to pick them up here in the pill, but they haven't even opened them at the moment because they just trust in their gunplay. Graceful again shredding with the buttline.
Shredding, but not getting the knock. There is the knock, though. Maybe Low is going to get that first kill. Dolphin trying to do what he can. He goes down again, and now it's all left up to Nags. And even though he's doing some work, the heavy lifting is still going to be there for him to do. Flies around the corner. Nags is 1 HP, though. He'll go down to the P2020. Kangana now just 2 rounds away from closing this thing out.
All 3 players of Kangana are actually in that same little corner. So NCD have the map positioning at the moment, but for how long?
Amady Lol whipping it real good right now. Hitting so many shots with this wingman. JMW is going to convert the damage into the first knock. NCD are flying, but they're only flying one direction. That's straight towards the ground. Kangana, 1 round away.
Yeah, sorry, my fault.
Sorry, everyone. Sorry. I got overexcited. Okay, sorry. My bad.
NCD, they need to take something, but again, it's aggression from Kangana.
That's the definition of aggression. JMW taking down to low shields, though. It is a 2v3 situation after Graceful gets the knock onto Nags. Now Dolphin's down, and maybe now it's time for me to start raising my voice ever so slightly, because the last player alive is going to be chased down by 3 hungry members of Kangana. Jumps into the void, but it's just going to be delaying the inevitable. Maybe Law wants it. JMW, he's going to get one, and Kangana will be the champions. They will get the job done, and they will be the GLL Arena Summer champions.